Hi, my name is Lauren Eagle, and I'm going to be giving you a tour of Doug Johnson's Instructional Design and Management Lab. So let's come on in. So this is our lab. This is where we have all of our lab meetings, where we plan our gatherings, where we study, have our late night sessions and whatnot. We each have our own individual cubbies. They're a bit barren right now since we haven't been on campus as much. But we keep some snacks here, some books that you might need to reference at any time, homework, things you just don't want to lug to campus every single day, earning knickknacks or decorations and things like that. Over here we have some of Doug's famous articles, his famous gavel, which he sometimes uses in lab meetings. A bunch of books, a little tiny OBM library that you can use how you need, and a cumulative recorder, which is super cool. Over here we have our little happy board. So during the semester we'll try to find positive things throughout our day, to find the little things in life that make things happy, and just having an optimistic outlook on the little things. Over here, if anybody's working on current research, we'll kind of display some lab data, visualize it out. It also just looks really cool on the wall. We have an area over here where you can set up your own monitors, and also decorated by some photos from our different lab events. We dress up for holidays. We do a lot of escape rooms, parties, things of that sort. A bunch of little fun magnets with little nerdy psychology things. A printer here, which is really convenient for whatever you need, and our Keurig that Doug got us. So we'll have a bunch of tea and coffee in there, so if you have a late night here, you don't have to go too far. You don't have to venture off campus to go grab a coffee real quick. You can get your refresh here, or like an early morning pick-me-up, or right before lab. It's really nice to just make a tea before we sit down and discuss our article for the day. Over here we have some more storage that you can keep miscellaneous things in. Our fun little maze posters that Doug added. A fridge so you can keep your lunch in here and whatnot. And a whiteboard where you can kind of draft out your thoughts. Do anything you need to for research, class, however, it's really convenient. We also have our own lab emblem, which is really cool and unique. I think we're the only lab who have one, so that's also really neat. We have our little lab baby over here. So that's our little lab child. Up there we have a little tiki guy that's from our little Hawaiian party. We like to have themed get-togethers when we're permitted to. But yeah, the Instructional Design and Management Lab is really cool. We research different things related to the science behind learning, which isn't just applicable to education and teaching, which you might be doing during some of your time here as a graduate student. But it's also applicable in the applied world when you're doing training, coaching, anything of that sort, when you're presenting a new idea. Any of those things come in handy when you're working with instructional design. We don't just focus on that, we also do some performance management work, we tie in a bit of systems, we do a hodgepodge of everything, but instructional design is kind of our bread and butter. Besides that, that's pretty much it. I have one more thing to show you. So right next to our lab, we have a little ensuite, if you want to call it that, where we host our research. So we have this little research room that has a bunch of little cubicles with computers that we use to simulate job tasks. And usually the researcher hangs out back here, or your research assistant. It's cool because you can either be in the next room next door while your research is running, or just access any of the computers or anything you need in here. So that's also a cool, unique thing about our lab. Besides that, that's pretty much it. So welcome to the Johnson Lab, and I hope to see you at Western in the fall.